Wait. That was what the fuck? Hi, YouTube. Welcome on in. Hey, episode number 6. And I feel like I'm ready to cook up a good meal. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, come and join us. Every Sunday is Dungeon Meshi Sunday, where one day we'll eventually have the amazing, incredibly talented Phoebe join us. But aside from that, I'm super duper excited to go on through it, see what comes out of it, and I think I'm ready to start cooking a little bit. I feel like now I'm starting to see a little bit more of the ingredients at play here. So maybe we can start cooking just a little bit more, put up the gas just a bit more, right? Will I overcook? Sure. Sorry, piece of chicken got stuck in my throat. Will I overcook? Sure. Will I undercook? Absolutely. Will some food come out just right? Who the fuck knows? I don't, but I'm sure as you guys know. Come and join us, guys. The Vods will be up immediately after stream. We're not waiting until everything's up. The Vods will be published right afterwards. And also, yeah, let's just fucking go into it. I'm excited for it. I'm so excited for this. Ay, Phoebe, con tu Evie. Ay. Oh, if it'll start. Hello? All right, good. Intro. Why is he the only character where the adventurers are looking at him directly? Genuine question for you guys. All the other still shots, the adventurers or whatnot parties are sort of going around. They're on boats. They're moving around, the giantesque of struggles and what life might present. But yet for this character, it's almost like a direct... I trust him, damn it. Because they're keeping an eye on him. Got the MC, because he got that level Riz. But no, it's like, it just felt, it came to light for me. Sounds like overcooking. I might be. It's okay. This is still, like the precursor meal. This is even before the appetizer. This is the hors d'oeuvres, right? I'm over here making a fucking hors d'oeuvre for you, right? I'm starting to just pre-cook a little bit. Un poquitos. This is like bite-sized quesadillas, right? Or bite-sized carne asada pieces. Oh my god. Oh, bite-sized animal-style fries, carne asada with like cheese on top. It's just bite-sized. Are their eyes closed because they're hiding emotions? A Japanese friend told me that Japanese people put a lot of emphasis on eyes and emotions and Westerns on mouth. That's why Japanese emotes are like, and Westerns are like, coincidence? Coincidence? I don't know. This isn't even my final meal, probably. No, it's not. It's not. This is the hors d'oeuvre. But like this one shot compared to all the other shots also screams something for me, right? Senshi being as like literally stuck with the trees that are probably as old as time. We're looking at Samurai Guy here, and it looks like he's just cold and lonely and alone. And I wonder, like, even if he's surrounded, because here's the adventures, by adventures and whatnot, if he feels that he's probably alone in that self mentality, right? And then Dwarf Girl here, it's like, even though she might seem like she doesn't care, right? Where is she leaning into? How is she over listening? What is going on through it? What is it screaming? What is it screaming? I thought the perspective was him standing more towards the rock, so they ought to be looking away from him. Great hair samurai. Listening to the music. I guess question for you guys. We're about to get deep just a little bit. Have you guys ever thought about, well, I mean, some of us already started experiencing it, but have you guys ever moved abroad and lost connection with friends, maybe family members, maybe individuals, loved ones, or maybe you slowly started going ahead and like cutting off friends, and you know your high school friends aren't with you in college, your college to university, and your circle of friends just keeps dwindling down, and so it's just you and maybe one or two other people. And even past that, right, we just keep going down because age starts taking some of those friendships away. Or maybe you start noticing that, like, hey, my family, my mom and dad are starting to get a little bit older. Maybe their voice is dropping a little bit. Maybe they're getting a little bit sicker. Maybe, you know, they're masking whenever I call them, whenever I get to FaceTime them from time to time. But deep down inside, they still go and they still cry and they're still aging and going through all of that. Because at the end of the day, this is all human epitaphs of things, right? This is all like big developmental milestones that all of us have to go through, unfortunately. But for those of you guys that have gone and have moved away or have started to go and feel that, how has the isolational aspect of things been? What was the core you, for example? Oh, Phoebe. Like, what is the core you that is left behind when we take away all the mask? Like, if you guys were to take away the mask of, like, you know, like, if, say, like, brother, sister, whatnot, like, down to your deepest fundamental core, what do you think best reflects you in that thing? And are you happy with what is left? Are you content with what is left? Say that you're in school right now and you don't graduate. What does that do for you? Are you okay? Even past that, like, let's say that you have a good job and you come down all the way to nothing. Will you be okay? Say that you're in a relationship and you end up single, right? Are you happy with the individual that is left behind? Are you happy with the individual that is still there? Are you happy with the individual that, like, you maybe doesn't have a lot of friends? I'm looking at this shot, right? And it's a beautiful fucking shot because all the characters are shot like alone. And this is the only one, you know, that we're like, oh, of course, like through the isolationism and whatnot, that we're starting to see sort of come up out of it. I like how chat goes fucking quiet. Here, I'll take a bite out of my food real quick. Give you guys time to respond. I don't give a fuck. We're going uncomfy. We're cooking. We're cooking. My God, delicious. And that's the main thing. Like, and I hate to put it this way, it is an existential drive, but this is what this opening is fucking telling me, right? And it's telling me the aspects of things. You should try it first. I think about this all the fucking time. I do existential therapy, and for a good while, I had to do end-of-life therapy. I had to do end-of-life therapy, especially during COVID times, for individuals that wanted to end their life abroad. Right, because the country that I was living on, you need a psychologist or a good therapist to go ahead and sign off on, as well as like the medical professional, and so on and so forth. So you often, like, you know, existentialism, the aspects of thanatology, maldita pobreza, la odio, starts coming through. And one of the key questions I guess I'm going to ask is this. Well, two questions. Number one, how many of you guys are afraid of death or dying? And number two, how many of you guys have talked about, either with your parents or loved ones, about what they want out of like them passing away, or what you want out of you passing away? Please hold your loved ones tight. Please, you know, enjoy the time that you have with them, because in a blink of an eye, that time will go by. But have you had this conversation with them, right? Like, what does death and dying mean? I know it's coming and probably, oh, coughme. Oh, you want to be awake when it happens? I don't really fear dying myself, but I do fear for others' death. Sure. And I know we're going fucking deep, dude. But this opening presents some really good questions to go ahead and talk about, right? yeah, parents can go faster than you're waiting for. I've talked about this, and I'll share this, right? I don't think I talked about it with the Dungeon Meshi community or when this goes up on YouTube. My dad has a limited time on this earth, and I'm not going to lie about it. And I've shared this before. And I sort of had a conversation with him the other day about it, where he worked his ass off for 60 plus years, right? Literally living paycheck by paycheck. He was a construction worker, and there were times where like they were struggling, man. Like they were absolutely struggling. 2023, I think it was late 2023. We had to rush him to the hospital. Literally a year before, or like the year before he retires, we had to rush him to the hospital. And then he got the news. The doctors were like, hey, you have congenital heart failure. You only have a couple years left. If that. Like you gotta change like what you eat, change what you drink, whatnot, because it's affecting your heart, and it's your heart's gonna start to fail from this. And it's like, how do you deal with the things that like, hey, you have a limited time left, right, to make memories, to enjoy yourself. And he, like, we've talked about the whole aspect, and we were having this conversation over drinks the other day, where he's like, man, it feels like I don't really have any friends left. I spent the entire time worrying about, oh, once I get to retire, I'll be able to enjoy so many things. But now that I'm here and now that I can retire, I now have a time limit. And he's like, and everything that I thought I should be enjoying, how can I enjoy that in the time that I have left? How can I, like, like, even if he starts changing his diet, even if he starts doing 1,001 things, he's like, okay, that'll extend a little bit, but God knows when. And it's like, yeah, it's very real themes, man. It's very, very real themes to talk about, right? Because at the end of the day, who's left? And that's one of the questions that, like, he was like, we were having a conversation on, is like, and I've never, like, I've seen my dad cry on a couple of occasions, right? And that was one of those times where it's like you see a grown man who like never likes to share his emotions just start like tearing up and full on crying like a little kid again, right? And just being there and like comforting him, being like, like, well, what do you want there to be left? Like, what do you want, to pass on? Like, what is the legacy that you would want others to go ahead and go through? It feels unfair to work your ass off all your life and then up cut short. Yeah. Especially when it's like, individuals have worked their entire life and yet they still can't, they're afraid to go to a doctor because they're afraid of the debt that might come with it, which might extend them into working even longer than they're intended to, which they can't because they're already suffering. And it's like back and forth aspects of things, right? So that's the main element that I'm trying to present to you guys, is cutting down to the base you as to who is left, right? For example, I'm going to ask this, Phoebe, if we were to cut down to base you, what is left of you? What would you say are the core components that you wish is still there? The specific way of crying? Yeah, it's a primal way of crying, John. Because oftentimes, like as adults, we try to mask our emotions because society expects us to not cry, not do certain things, not whatnot. So it's a very primal way of crying. Cyberspace, same question for you. Coughme. If you cut everything down, all the different masks of student, whatnot, what core aspects of you are still left? And if you were to pass away tomorrow, and this comes in the next aspect, how do you want to be remembered as? Key elements, key things out there. Whew, deep topic, and we're only in the opening. And then past that, I guess comes in the next question. If you were to transform into literally, like you were to transform into something that you don't recognize, like let's say that you were to like, you come down to your core self and you start changing yourself in a negative way, you start becoming this evil, this monster, this whatnot, what would you like for others to do to help bring you back to who you are? And this is another conversation I had with my brother. Similar aspect of things. He's going through a major midlife crisis, or a major midlife crisis. I'm quarter life. He's mid. But a lot of my thoughts on my own death are echoed in the thing about me first. Oof. I don't want to be remembered. Hug me. Oh, guys, I know it's deep topic time. I know. We're at the opening, but it brings up an excellent and here's the thing: is I don't think a lot of emoji reactors or reactors in general are comfortable talking about these themes. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think a lot of people are comfortable talking about these things because it takes a lot of vulnerability. It takes a lot of self. It takes a lot of like introspection and also talking about some fears that people aren't necessarily, willing or comfortable to going into. So the question still remains, if you were to turn into something that you don't recognize, you're down to start going down an evil path, you start becoming literally like evil version of you, how do you want people to correct you? Or how do you want people to go ahead and start bringing you back to the core self? Anyway, sorry, I'm just looking at this and it brought up a lot of good discussion. Apologies if I went a little overboard. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are 12 people away from 3,000 people on Discord. Let's do it. Let's do it. Tonight. Let's get to 3,000 people on Discord. Let's go. I'm so excited to see you continue with this series. Oh, no. At some point in time, yeah, Speedball. Absolutely.
また閉まってろ。少し時間をくれ。すぐ開ける。
もう随分と歩いたし、今日はこの辺りで休んでいいかもしれないな。
腹で返事が器用だな、マルシャ。私じゃないもん。
無理もない。今日はまだ菓子しか食っておらんからな。だからユース、わしは休憩には反対じゃ。
Actually, good question, right? Because sometimes your stomach seems to work against you. Have you guys ever had like a presentation, a PowerPoint, or a group project or whatnot, and your stomach just wouldn't stop? Like either that, or you're like, if you're a guy, you had to deal with, what, or if all of a sudden you're like, oh man, like I'm gassy or whatnot. I never understood the trend in anime to be embarrassed if your stomach growls. Like, why is it embarrassing to be hungry? I don't think so. Dude, one time my stomach was just being so loud and I was doing a presentation in front of like a bunch of other therapists and like directors and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, self-care is important. And I go, I'm like, God, I'm over here shifting and stuff. And I'm like, guys, I think my stomach has a mind of its own, But the main element still comes through. It's like, how do you deal with situations like that, right? And are you guys comfortable addressing even moments like that? Like if your stomach is growling in a presentation or anything like that, it just makes noises sometimes. Your own stomach outing you straight up.
今日見つけた食材といえばボール一杯分の宝虫のみ。多少無理をしても4階を目指すべきだ。
とは言っても。これからますます魔物も手強くなる。今は体力を温存しておきたい。
Fair though.
体力を温存したところで空腹で倒れてはな。しかし体力がなければ結局魔物を倒すことも。
あ、開いたぞ。
I'll let you guys know what though. If we go dungeon hopping, if there's water in a dungeon, I'm done. I can't swim. If we were to go through and see that there's a giant fucking like waves and ocean that we have to get onto and like cross across the land, nah, bruh. That's all you, Sheaf. That's all you. I'll get you there, Sheaf. But that's all you. I can't go further than that. Don't worry, it'll be fine. I can do anything else, right? Like climbing weird shit, fighting, whatnot. But anything water-wise, I can't swim, so just use a boat. You live below sea level. I'll come help you, and I can't swim. Unless someone wants to teach me how to swim. Someone wants to teach me how to swim. I'll dive in deep into that.
この部屋は食堂だった。
Were you Pleasanstein?
か
Holy
つて
shit.
は豪華な食卓だったろうにな。
Hey, yo. Hey, what in the Scooby-Doo?
それ
Hi,
が
Yuri.
死人が徘徊するばかり。ネズミ一匹もいやしない。
ネズミは食べないからね。
なんで死んだ人間ばかり襲いかかってくるかね。豚の丸焼きに襲われたっていいだろう。
何言ってんの。
襲いかかってくる。いや、いるぞ。襲いか
No.
かってくる食べ物。
No. Are you gonna eat a fucking painting now, Laos? No. No. What in the Scooby-Doo is going on? Laos is trying to cook.
いけるかいだ。
ちょっとな。
Living painting.
あ、
近づきすぎ。取り込まれたいの。
そうだよ。いいところだったのに。
何。
ブドウを持ってたんだ。あの絵。
つまりお前は絵の中の食べ物を食おうとしたと。
あ、いい案だと思わないか。
思わねえよ。
絵に描いた餅という言葉を知っているか。
Pie in the sky.
確かに人は絵に描いた餅は食えないが、絵に描いた餅を食う人の絵なら破綻はない。
Ah.
中で殺されるのがオチだろう。
そこだよ。絵の中であればお互い干渉できるという証拠だ。
But does that... Because that's like going into a parataxic dimension, right? Or a parallel dimension, right? Paratemporal, my bad. Because it's technically like a different dimension, right? If you're sucked into it, would that still count in the current dimension? But even past that, that comes into question. If that is possible, doesn't that mean that there are other dimensions possible within itself? How deep does this show go, guys? Am I already going way too fucking deep on this and just be like, painting suck you in? That's pretty much it? Or are there other fucking dimensional outputs or capabilities already being presented in it? Yes, it goes deep. Okay. Because now my mind's fucking racing. And hold on.
分かったよ。じゃあもう好きにしろ。ただし1回だけだぞ。
おお、
ロープで縛ってやろう。合図があればこちらから引っ張る。
どの絵にしようかな。
What is a painting?
お、これなんかすごいぞ。ごちそうがいっぱいだ。よし、この絵にしよう。
Let me just dive right on in.
いって
あなた。
いきなり見つかったか。
その剣。変な鎧を着ているけど、あなたお城の衛兵さんよね。
Oh shit.
はい。さあ、これを運んで。まったく、人手があっても足りやしない。こっちこっち。ぼやっとしてないで。
見ろ、この利発そうな顔。
Oh.
花の形があなたにそっくり。
いずれ立派に国を導くだろう。
栗永様、本当におめでとうございます。
What is this person doing there? Thanks so much for the follow. Like, clearly doesn't fit the rest of the environment in here. Who is this person? Who is this person, chat? It's a yeah, but the jester being with the king and the queen and, you know, what seems to be the baby. They were playing the lute.
何ぼーっとしてるの。早く次を運んでちょうだい。
一口。
よし、デルガル。お前の名はデルガルだ。デルガル、良きようになれよ。
ダメだこりゃとても食えそうにない助けて
どうだ
The painting doesn't reflect that. Where the fuck is the lute player in this painting? Where the fuck is the lute player in this painting? Where is the lute player in this painting, chat? There's a maid. There's another maid on the other side. Where was the maid he talked? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? ¿En dónde está la biblioteca, chat? No, but legitimately, where's the fuck is the lute player? It's the maid? It's the maid? There was a louse. Where is it now? No! No!
あと少しで食えそうだったんだがなんかそういう雰囲気じゃなかった
雰囲気？
雰囲気の問
The
題か。
vibe.
いやあれは完全に雰囲気の問題だったもう一回だもっと適切な場面であれば食える
なんだよ適切って。
そうだなこうなんか無礼講のような感じの
無礼講？お、これなんかどうだ？
Yeah, that's a
ごちそう
fucking
はあるし
feast.
めでたそうだし、裸で踊ってるやつもいるぞ。
これだ行ってくる
Have you guys ever done lucid dreaming and shit? I guess the one thing that I would start to worry about is if, like, you know, paintings can start communicating with one another. And especially if there's, like, something weird happening in an environment like that. Like, for example, in lucid dreams, if you've ever been actively aware of lucid dreaming, have you ever told the people in that dream that you know that it's a dream? How does that react to you? It turns scary as soon as you realize it, right? Wake up as soon as you realize it. Like, what does that do for you guys? Like, if you guys have ever encountered something like that, I'm always aware of my dreams. Well, that's fucking great, dude. The faces melt and start eating. I've only had a lucid dream twice. I've had a whole thing on like meditation and lucid dreams and shit like that like one of my professors would have us do. And one of the big things that like he would just go over is like, you know, try and find time, right? Because more than likely, if you want to know if you're in a dream or not, it wasn't scary, but gaslighting me like, no, this is not a dream. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, Phoebe. My professor essentially was like, try and look for time. Anything that tells time or your hands, because that goes into a different aspect of your brain that doesn't necessarily process what dream world is, right? So if you aren't able to go ahead and like read things properly or be able to go ahead and like look at time and be able to tell time, you know that like you're in a deep dream. I never really experienced lucid dreaming, but I had dreams where I just knew that things weren't real and I could fly. And through that though, it's like if you're a part of those dreams, how do you gain control of them dreams, right? Or how often do you dream, if that? I very rarely remember my dreams, and sometimes when I can't fall asleep, I dream while being awake. Basically, I have incoherent thoughts similar to the way I think in dreams. So you might be daydreaming, yeah? The show got a bit quieter? There's nothing on my end.
このバカよっぱらおいこれでなんて真似をさっさと降りるんだよ
ああよせよせ今日は私の結婚式多少ハメを外すのは許してやってくれ
しかしデルガル王子
Oh.
デルガル
Oh.
さっきの絵の赤ん坊
ほら行け
デルガルさっきの絵の赤ん坊
ほら行け
It's the lute player again. What are they doing here? Why do they have purple eyes too? Everyone else is like normal fucking colored. But then we have the blue-eyed dude. The elf is cute. But the dark elf. And then one with purple.
助かった
デルガル、
父上。
お前が立派に育ってくれてわしは嬉しい。
What do you got against purple eyes? I mean, they're pretty. Don't get me wrong. They're pretty eyes. But doesn't it, like, I don't know, it stands out in an environment where, like, I don't know, everyone else is pretty neutral.
この国の未来に。
うひょー。
Oh no. Oh no. ¿Por qué? Ni puede comer en paz.
とりあえず持って帰ってゆっくり食べよう。すみません。
早く手当てを。急ぐのだ。
あのエルフ。
Now they're a
前
flute
の
player?
絵にいた。
Hold on.
ゆっくり食べよう。すみません。
Yeah, now they're a flute player? No, the other one was a lute. This is a flute. What type of flute is it, though? The piccolo skin? What are we talking about? Okay, I'm gonna continue. Sorry, guys. Really, a person can play different instruments. Well, yeah, a musician can play different instruments. They had 40 years to learn a new instrument. Jesters know how to play instruments. But it's like we're looking at this and it's...
早く手当てを。急ぐのだ。
あのエルフ、前の絵にもいたな。
Right.
道化師か何かか。うわっ。ほら見てくれ。今回は料理を持って帰って。
Oh, pobrecito.
何もない。絵の外には持ち出せないのか。中で食べてこないと意味がないんだ。次だ。こうなったら是が非でも味が知りたい。
Note to self, never learned. I never said it was suspicious. Wait. Because I know how to play the drums, marimba, xylophone, vibraphone, piano. We're talking about just bass drum solo, snare, quads, you know, the glockenspiel, the quite a little bit of trumpet. He says it seems sus. No, guys, I never said learn. Oh God, I never said learning more than one instrument makes you sus. What, you know more than what? Why? I'm done. I can't. I don't know. And so, are you by chance multiple people? Well, I mean, there's evil Ed out there, right? I think that's one of the key things. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
これは戴冠式。あの王子が王位を継いだのか。
この国と民が未来永劫を栄えることを祈
French
って。
Ed.
うまい。
Itadakimasu, brother. Damn.
うまい。絵の具の味でもするかと思ったが、こりゃ本物のごちそうだ。おかわりください。
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, brother. That's the same bean she made. ¿Por qué? She's the same age as before. She hasn't aged. Brother, what if they're all just fucking getting sus? They're all just fucking getting sus.
食った食った。満腹だ。さて、戻るか。
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Not the same one. How dare they hire a maid for a long time?
あれこの子は
Hey,
お
what the?
前城のものではないな。
やばい
何をしている？王子の誕生日や結婚式にもいたな。
What the fuck?
何が目的だ？王座を狙うものか？このまま消し済みにしてやる。
Excuse me?
何かあったの？絵の中で。
So they're a mage, elf, and they're mad that Laos has appeared at all the other major events. Let me get this straight. So they aren't a bard, right? They're a mage that is mad that Laos is appearing in all these events. Such beautiful purple eye. I see that. I see that. Well, maybe they multi-class. No. A bard can be a shut the guys. I feel like the gaslight is fucking real with you guys. Yeah, they're just like, hey, let me go ahead and just turn on the fucking gaslight here. She's quite a cutie. Yeah, she is. Jack of all trades, a mage. Laos is the exact same age as he was in the other events. Wouldn't you be sus if you saw? Well, I mean, the maid was the same age, wasn't she? What is this smell? An elf that has like 100. Oh God.
ものすごく美味しい料理が並んでてたらふく食ってさあ帰ろうとしたら外部の人間だってバレて襟首をつかまれてすごく怒られた
そりゃ怒るわ。
怖かった
I wonder what their skincare routine is.
なんか緊張が解けたらまた腹が減ってあれあれだけ食べたのに腹に溜まってない
ほらやっぱり絵に描いた餅じゃん。
時間返せ。
いやでも本当良かったんだってここは厨房か隣の部屋で水も汲めるし一息つくのにいい部屋だ
お前が絵で遊んでいなければ今頃4階へついていただろうに。
あれミミックじゃないか？
Oh no.
あの場所にあんな箱以前はなかった。主張しすぎず埋もれすぎず視線を集めるさりげない位置。いかにもあのクソ野郎が好みそうな場所だ。
Just don't tell Freedom that because Freedom will fucking fall for it. Just don't tell Freedom that because she'll fucking fall for it. Like, you know.
というわけだし今日はここで睡眠をとろ
はーい。
ういいかなチルチャック
あ、うん。黙っとくか。どうせ戦士とライオスは食うというに決まってるし、そうなれば箱を開けるのは俺の仕事だ。ミミック、あの野郎には何度辛酸を舐めさせられたか。
Sure.
よし、鍵も罠もかかってない。
Oh shit. You're dead.
これは鍵がかかってたからミミックじゃない。後ろから開ければ何もできまい。
Oh no, brother.
ちょっと罠のこと忘れてた。
Question. How many of you guys are into gacha games and have risked for a 1% pull? Real question here. And how many of you guys don't give a fuck and you do it again? Could be Genshin Impact. Could be countless times Dokkan Battle. Could be Pokemon Go getting that perfect IV Pokemon. You know, could be a fucking, you know, any Pokemon game really at that point. 0.001%. Let's go gambling. Oh no.
大丈夫？
え？
ぼーっとしてるから何か心配事？
いや、別に。
疲れているのだろう。まだ子供だ。今日は見張りをさせず眠
You're
らせてや
still
る。
a child?
子供じゃないっつのに。
ねれいくつなの？
言いたくない。
出た。チルチャックって いつもか
How old is he?
や
Wait a
誕生日
minute.
も教えてくれない。
仕事と私事は区切りたいたちでね。
そういうのいつか絶対損するよ。
はい
よ
はい。
よよ。
How old is everyone actually? Now that
空腹に弱くなってるな。2日くらい食わずとも平気だったのに。隣で組んでくるか。おい、どんくさ。ちょいと水を汲みに出てくる。
一緒行く。
いらん、すぐ戻る。
危ないよ。
隣だっつな。お、
stop. That's well too
コイン
placed.
虫だ。こんなに巣でもあるのかな。も
Una cucaracha.
う何匹か見つければ腹の足しになるか。ライオスじゃないが、コイン虫は結構好きだ。ミミックと同じ擬態の魔物だが可愛げがある。おい、ちょっと待て、そっちはミミックの。かやろう、袋の分重くなってるのを忘れるかね。その辺に開ける仕掛けが。
Oh, have a good lurk, Phoebe.
届くはずねえか。助けを呼ぶか。いや、その声で他の魔物が集まってきたら仲間が危ない。大丈夫、俺が戻らなければマルシルが気づくか。多分ダメだ、期待できねえ。慌ててんじゃねえ。閉じた扉を開けるのはお前の仕事だろうが。この手の扉は仕掛けを解けば開く。ミミックは触らなければ大丈夫。変な装置が動く音も聞こえないから
Sure,
時
but
間
to what
制限
extent?
もない。壁にスイッチがいくつかと槍が飛び出してきそうな仕掛け。押す順番を間違えたら飛び出すか。で、このプレートの文言が鍵なんだろうが、古代語かよ、読めねえよ。くそ、マルシルがいれば。でもなんか見覚えがあるような。わからん。一回
Thanks so much for the sub, Torkit.
部屋の隅にはスイッチが3つ。なんで3つ？それを何かの順番に押す？ミミックの後ろにはスイッチがある。
Oh no.
俺の邪魔をするのか。部屋の
I guess the main question comes in from a scenario like this, right? Which is, if you get trapped, how do you wait it out till everyone wakes up and you're able to call for help? What do you do in a scenario like this, right? How do you try and go ahead and get out, knowing the fact that going near the mimic, it might kill you? And number two, panic, right? Like that you only have water.
の中にヒントなんかあるわけねえか。
What a good fucking show, though.
口差しだし、俺の体格なら隙間を。
Anonymous gifter, thanks so much for gifting out a sub. I appreciate it. Me, wait, probably. He's the expert. Sure. And then, yeah, thanks so much for gifting out the sub. I appreciate it. You go, anonymous gifter.
いや、危ないな。
If there actually isn't a mimic, that'd be funny, man.
どうすりゃいいかさっぱりわからん。もう夜が明けるまでじっとしてる。
Oh no! That was the mimic! You got too comfy! You got too comfy! Hey, at least you killed the mimic. Or not. Or not.
ミミックはひっくり返すとパタパタして可愛いよ。
And they wiggle on their legs.
繰り返すとオスかメスかわかるよ。
Hey, Laos?
ライオスのどうでもいい雑
What the fuck? Laos? Wait, Laos, what the fuck?
学が走馬灯のようにひっくり返って無理だろこんなもん。一か八かだ。
Ooh. Ooh.
いって今の騒ぎで助けに来てないかな。ああ ちがからかよバカにしやがって。ああ、この文字これかプレートの文言は。これならなんて書いてあるか知ってるぞ。急げ。何度日が昇り月が沈んでも不動の星のように。南未来永劫幸いの風あらんこと。
Beautiful way of showcasing like a character's intelligence, right? This is what I'm saying, man. Whenever I look at an anime or something like this, I'm looking for moments where it shows don't tell, right? In an environment like this, we're getting a little bit of an introspect, but we're not seeing Chad Chuck literally be like, well, you see, the whole thing that I'm going to have to go ahead and do is I have to go ahead and understand and monologue for like 8 pages. It's like he's showing us, right, what needs to be done. Beautiful fucking way of doing it, man.
チルチャックが戻ってこないんだってば。チルチャック、ごめん。
生きてるって。
これは
君がやったのかチルチャック。でかしたぞ。
どうも。
立派なミミックだな。
What a fine mimic.
ミミックの調理するのは初めてじゃ。
当然のように食おうとするな。
大丈夫だマルシル。ミミック自体に毒はなく、食べたものによって有毒なこともあるそうだが、消化器官を取り除けば。
Who wrote this book? Who wrote this book? Chat, who wrote this book on monster eating? Chat, what a question. It's a kid's book. Someone who is knowledgeable about monsters. I'm over here thinking Senshi might be the fucking, you know, he might be over here testing shit, whatnot. He sold it's a dungeon cooking manual. Me, I did it. Someone who's been doing it as long as Senshi.
大丈夫なんじゃないかな。
大丈夫な点が聞こえなかったんだけど。
諦めろマルシル。あいつらにどう言ったって無駄だ。だが今日ばかりは俺は絶対食わないからな。
たっぷりの湯を
That looks delicious though.
塩を入れ
That looks fucking delicious.
ミミックを入れ蓋をしてしばらく待つ。
The world literally burning outside and we're just sitting there just chilling. Well, we're literally this is true. That like the world is burning outside and this is just a perfect picture of us just waiting in our room. This is fine. This is fine. Whoa. Oh, that does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That does look really fucking good.
身がうまくかき出せないな。
絵を使ったらどうだ。
ダメだ。奥に押し込んでしまう。
そうだ。チルチャック、あれを貸してくれ。あれ。
あれ？
ほれ、いつも身につけているピッキングツール。
Oh no.
煮沸消毒すれば大丈夫じゃん。
Thanks so much for the follow, Dikin La Coco.
そういう問題じゃねえよ。やめ。
取れやすい。
I mean, if it works.
すげえうまい。
いや本当にこれすごい美味しいな。
背と足の身を
What is Senshi's pot like? My dude cooks everything in it, and he only has like one big pot. Like, I feel like I have to take lessons, cooking lessons from Senshi. It's a good pot. Like, yeah, bro, my dude could cook everything in that pot. A wok power. It's a really good pot. Yeah.
一緒に食べるとうまそうだ、そうでもなかった。
ヤドカリ科の中朝鮮はまずいと聞くな。
でもどうしてミミックのこと黙ってたの？
ミミックにはいい思い出がないからな。関わらずに過ごせるならそれに越したことはない。
Sure.
とにかくいろいろ判断が鈍ったな。
With mimics?
あいつに宝虫を食われると思って焦った。
ミミックは宝虫を食べないよ。
え？
むしろ宝虫がミミックを食べる。ミミックを見つけると箱の隙間から卵を産みつけ、箱の中で帰った幼虫はミミックを食べながら大きくなる。成虫になる頃には人間が宝と見間違え、その足で新天地へって寸法。
Laos. What the fuck, bro? You have like insane knowledge. This world building is. I know the fucking ecology of monsters in here is insane, man. That is an S++ world building.
なんだよそれ。やめろっつってんだろ。
だって年齢教えてくれないんだもん。仲間に隠し事すると損するって学んだでしょ。今何歳か教えてよ。
Sure.
今年で29歳。
Hey! Wait, he's 29? Chad Chunk.
なんだ普通に子供じゃん。つまんない。
そこまでは
But why did he put a TH up first?
するって学んだでしょ。今何歳か教えてよ。
He just wanted to say 30.
今年で29歳。
This year. Ah, okay.
なんだ普通に子供じゃん。つまんない。
そこまで幼かったのかお前。
I didn't know you were so young.
そいくつなんだよ。これだから寿命の長い種族のやつらは。なんだよ。
そのチルチャック。
Mr. Chulcha.
今日の食料は魔物だが、明日は自分たちが食料になるかもしれない。ダンジョン飯。ああ、ダンジョン飯。
Oh, dude, that would fucking terrify me. Imagine trying to go ahead and put on a helmet. There's a giant fucking spider grotesque thing in there. Ooh. Adorableness, by the way. 2 tanks, 1 healer. Mage. Okay, question. Question. Is Marcel into Fallen? Because this ending is making it out to be or seem that way. Or Laos. But for me, this ending is just pointing to more towards like Fallen in general. Half the fandom does ship them. I'm not sure. We've seen enough of their interactions to guess either way. I'm like, these ending shots seem to like point towards there being some sort of feelings or something. She's friends with them. Everyone's into Fallen. I'm into Senshi, man. Fucking Senshi tells a story like no tomorrow. Senshi takes us through a fucking drive, man. Senshi's a fucking goat of goats. That's why a lot of people shipped him. But I will say this, though. Overall, I think that Dungeon Meshi tells such a good story. Like, Dungeon Meshi is telling such a really good story in, like, such a short period of time that it's awesome, dude. What, we're in episode 6, right? And it's like, it's already grasped me in. It's already taking us into environments where we're like, oh, that would it be funny if this happens? It happens and we're just fucking dying. Like, that's some pretty good shit. I'm loving it, dude. I'm fucking loving it. And the fact that, like, yes, it touches on some themes. Not everything has to be 1,001%, like, you know, super duper trooper. Like, we're going like 10 hours deep. But it's deep enough for us to just take certain concepts and just expand on it and also, like, laugh about it, right? Senshi's unmatched. Ladies and gentlemen, what would you guys rate this episode so far? So if you think this is good, wait until you watch more. Overall, that episode was a solid 9.2, 9.3 out of 10. It was good, and it's getting better. It feels like it's fucking getting better, ladies and gentlemen, which is fucking excellent. 9 out of 10. Tasty Mimic out of 10. We're going to do another one. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I do have some stuff I have to do, and I have to eat my meal properly. So I appreciate you all. I think you guys are absolutely wonderful. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. You guys are the absolute best. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure to leave a like button, comment, subscribe. That whole ordeal, that would be amazing. Probably later, coughme, because I need to eat and I need to do some stuff first. If I have the energy and up for it, I'll let you guys know. I'll tell you guys right. But ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all coming out tonight. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Practice some self-care. Thanks so much for coming in.